Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Scorpios, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together also with the cards that will be showing up. I feel like many of you are in this rushed kind of motion. There's some sort of speed when it comes to your actions, your thinking, your ability and necessity even to be proactive, that it's very striking here in terms of your energy. It's like for some of you, especially that have been low on energy or procrastinating, the next weeks are going to bring this this boost of energy that's going to make you act on. For many of you, it's going to make you act and shoot your arrows in various directions. And I see like there's going to be, because of this, there's going to be a lot of improvements in many sectors of your life. So from now on and into the month of June ahead, I just see like all areas of your life are very important and significant. There seems to be not just one in specific where you're going to be, dealing with and concentrated upon. I feel like there's going to be like this very multi-layered experience. And even though for some of you this can be a little bit also overwhelming, I do feel like it's going to make you feel happy at the end of the process and very content that you're going to be able to experience a lot of good things from different aspects. It's like it's going to make you feel more at peace and whole in terms of your sense of happiness and enjoyment in life. I also feel like there just might be a situation coming up that it's urgent, all right? You might receive some sort of information, new situation manifesting that it's like that trigger point to make you move and act quickly. For many of you, you're going to be extremely connected with your instincts. This is much more of an instinctual time than of a rational, objective or emotional one. Your instincts are a very important energy. So the more you connect with your gut and with that ability to instinctively go after things, the better. I also feel like the fact that we have Mars in Leo, which is squaring your sign, Scorpio, is going to give you that kick of energy. Sometimes it's uncomfortable because it's a square, so it's a tension aspect, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to give you that injection, that fuel to drive you into something. It's like many of you have been behind the scenes for too long, or just in this very passive state for too long. It's important that you go after the things you're passionate about as well. So it's like for some of you, there's this energy of the Eight of Swords that it's being dissolved, which is a good thing. It's like where you have been stuck, where you have been insecure, where you have had low self-confidence, where you have felt, trapped within circumstances that have been majorly created by your mind. All of this is dissolving, and it's like you're seeing things much more clearly. When it comes to your ability to make things happen and to solve situations and to turn them around at your favor, for many of you, this is a matter of courage and will. That it's like the turning point is activating that courage and that willpower. Yes, and I keep getting like this feeling of because I say so. So there's a lot of this self-assertive command. You could be very stubborn, but at the same time, for the majority, I'm feeling like this stubbornness or this imposing of your energy, it's a good thing because it's what you have been lacking, or there's certain aspects of your life that you have not been asserting yourself that you should have. And I feel like all this game changer. It's also making you a magnet to draw in relationships and attention. Four of Pentacles. So yeah, you have been stuck. You have been more into containment energy, self-preservation, perhaps dealing with issues of security, fears of disruption of your security or disruption of the things you've had so far, you know, earned. But I see that this Four of Pentacles has been much more of like an imprisonment, a confinement energy than one of security. So it's like you're breaking free from the negative traits of this Four of Pentacles that have been making you feel stuck, and where there has been like a lack of circulation of energy in your life, including in a financial sense. I feel like most of you Scorpios have enough in terms of your finances, but it's in a way where it's not making you go after your passions and even progression when it comes to work, career, ambitions, projects. Like you have been so stuck on the security end of the material world that maybe you've put behind you your passions and the things that you truly like to do, or even your ambitions and how to step up the game into higher levels, right, of achievement, so that you don't have just enough, but you go after more, after that heightened sense of potential of manifesting abundance, and wealth. And it's like that feeling like it's not enough to just have enough. It's kind of like also here some sort of thought that is coming through in terms of you understanding this, that it's not enough for you to just have enough. And this applies to finances, to work, but to any aspect in your life where you have been settling, where you have been conforming, where you have been too afraid to open up to different possibilities and to growth and expansion, which I feel like for the majority of you is going to be more about that, like the expansion energy and element. And some of you have also been very attached to fears around putting yourself out there. So again, we keep getting to that point of being a lot behind the scenes, which it's like it has worked for you for a while. It has made you feel comfortable for a while, but now it's like you're being asked to step up, to show yourself, to shine in a certain way, and exposing yourself this way, leaving the underworld, which is your natural habitats. It's a little bit challenging for some of you. That's why there might be a situation coming to force you out of it. And once you're out, it's actually going to make you feel good to have that embrace of new energy, new relationships, new opportunities, new experiences. It's all about breaking free from some sort of routine and aspect that has been confining you, and allowing yourself to, it's like to variety. Some of you, it's like you're allowing yourself to variety, and I keep getting like you're drawing in a lot of relationship possibilities in terms of business, love, sexual partners, friendships, acquaintances. If you just open, you know, the more you open, the more you magnetize to you. And it feels like relationships of value. It's not something that is just going to be, you know, useless. There's something about this magnetizing of relationships that can also help you ahead, feel more comfortable within the discomfort of change and stepping out of your comfort zone. So people can actually end up helping you be more relaxed in this energy of being out of your comfort zone. Yeah, I see like a turnaround. So I keep getting like something is changing like dramatically for you ahead. There's something like it's like a big game changer, almost also like the energy of the Wheel of Fortune coming in and changing things around, and you're just being redirected into a different kind of energy and experience and lifestyle. Seven of Cups, yeah, and also you're moving out of confusion, right? Like, what should I do with my assets, with my resources, with my relationships, with my options? But here again, the Seven of Cups is much more of a positive element in the configuration of your reading, because you are acknowledging the value of those possibilities. Even if you're not sure yet exactly how you're going to apply the possibilities that you're receiving into something concrete, you are embracing it. You are looking at, again, that variety element that I was speaking about, and being kind of attracted by that in a strange way, especially for Scorpios that have been very like keen on objectivity and concrete elements and clear elements, like wanting to know what you really count on. I feel like you're going to be more seduced by possibilities than by something being necessarily, you know, concrete at the time, because it's what you have been lacking in a certain way. And again, we go to the energy of, you know, magnetizing a lot of things, relationships in particular as well. Your creativity could also be sparked. The elements of fantasy, of imagination are also opening up to you. Of course, with the Seven of Cups, we always have to watch for illusions and escapism. For some, that negative trait of this card can also, of course, play out. But I feel like because of where you have been in this Four of Pentacles, you're going to be easily understand what possibilities are really meaningful amongst all of them, and versus, you know, those that are not. And actually, for some of you, you are in need to escape a little bit, relax, you know, unwind. And it doesn't have the escapism energy that you use, does not have to be, you know, a negative one. You can end up finding out outlets of escapism in the sense of relaxing that are positive and constructive. It's just a matter of you understanding, you know, the pieces that you're being given. And I see here that also many of you are just in need of that, of relaxing. So things that you can do to relax your nervous system, to calm your mind and your body, are very important ahead. It's like very, very important that you find the right outlets to relax. Some of you can even be like have a lot of rigidity and tension in your muscles, all right? And you might need of something in the body to help you relax. Tension points. I keep getting like you're also, some of you are struggling to open up, to really communicate what's concerning you, what's worrying you. So there might still be some communication issues you're struggling with ahead. It's like you're afraid to let out some of your secrets, some of your wishes, some of your dreams, some of your fantasies. You're getting more clear that you have this side of you that maybe is not so clear and rational and conservative, that there's another dimension of your energy that it's a little bit more artsy or whimsical or spiritual, or, you know, into fantasy, into exploration. And I feel like there's a need to it's like there's a need to accept this aspect of you in a way where you don't make it like a taboo itself or a secret, where you can then have this manifestation of kind of living double lives. It's like accepting that you are, you know, a multiple being, and so you are entitled to multiple different, various, even at times contradictory, you know, choices, likes, options, ways of doing things. It's like accepting your diversity, your internal diversity, the map of your own weirdness is also important, because I see that you're starting to embrace that aspect, but you might still kind of have this difficulty owning up to it in terms of your reality, and even talking about things that are consuming you. Some of you need to talk, so it would benefit many of you that are struggling with anything to find, you know, people you trust, or seek counseling or therapy, or anyone that you feel like you can open up little by little to help you, you know, again, release, let go of all of that tension. Because the more you're holding on to something here, the more you're holding tightly to something, the more it's consuming you and confusing you as well. For many of you that are struggling with being confused about what to do, part of it is because you're not letting it out. And even if you don't have someone you trust to talk about it, write it down, record your own thoughts. Start to, again, break down your thoughts and your feelings and all that it's inside of you, so that you can start to gather the bigger picture of what it means. And so that it's not all, you know, stuck inside. Because the worst thing that is shown here for Scorpios is being stuck. So all things you can do to free yourself in various ways, it's really, really favorable and advisable. Ace of Wands. So again, there's this surge of energy, this beautiful surge of energy, that it's exciting, passionate, intimidating even, but it's so important. Again, your will, you're holding to the wand to manifest something, to open up doors, to open up ways that you have been preventing yourself from exploring out of fear, of holding into it, of having that will, that leadership quality, that again, that courage to own up to your decisions, and maybe even to own up to the fact that you are after something that you don't know if it's going to work or not, that you don't know if it's going to be something, you know, wise to do or not. You just feel it. You have that, again, instinctive urge to go after it, because for now it's what exciting you and turning you on, and you should follow throughout the next weeks exactly what turns you on. All right, regardless of how your mind is going to try to censorship, or how your body is going to try to like imprison you. Moving after your passion is extremely therapeutic and putting you in the right path in terms of your purpose at this time. For some of you, there could be also an important need to have some sort of sexual release and liberation, especially for Scorpios that have been containing a lot of their own sexual energy out of fear, or out of maybe not finding the right outlets. I feel like the month is going to present you various outlets, and there's a need to choose at least one to bring something more colorful, something different to your life, so that you're also feeling more powerful and more aware of yourself. So I hope you have a great month ahead. I hope this reading was helpful. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.